Yes, sir, Rasta. We have Baba Maasai in the building with I and I, Rasta KK Black Jesus.
And I, Nazizi, the original Roots daughter.
And the show is CeaseNSekkle here on VybezRadio, you know what I mean? And Baba Maasai, you know, I want to know, why do they call you Baba Maasai?
Well, boy, I got a son.
Yeah.
And I name him Maasai because I love the Maasai tribe.
Yeah.
And when I come here, I say, my son is Maasai. So you're Baba Maasai? I say, yes, I'm Baba Maasai. So that is how I get the Maasai. And from then on, I say, yo, you know, that's a great name. Yeah, I'm Baba Maasai.
Because it's powerful, you know, Maasai is all about culture.
Culture.
Yes, sir, and tradition, you know.
Yes, sir.
It's said, there's a joke that says, when you see a Kenyan drowning, in order for him to get to his life-saving boat, you have to tell him, it's tradition. Yes, sir, Rasta.
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir,
man. You know, because Kenyans are very strong with tradition, Rasta. Yeah, man. So let me ask you. I would love to get your opinion on one great man of Africa whose name was Gaddafi.
Yeah, Gaddafi, boy, he got a raw deal. Yeah, Gaddafi actually, they lied about him. They said a lot of bad, wrong things about him. Right, he took care of his people. Yeah. Right, and now Libya is in real trouble. They're not. You know, they're not as prosperous as they was when he was alive. So I don't know what they did, what they thought they were doing, right? But I see, you know, I think there's a way to try to pull down African people that are rising. Right, you understand? Yeah. Right now, Europe is falling. All of the economies are dropping. Yes. Right? African economies are rising and strong. Yeah, man. And everybody want to come to Africa and do things now. And what they're doing, I want everybody to hear this right now. They're stealing the resources out of Africa cheaply. Yes. And then using them and selling you back expensive. Yeah. Okay, so please watch your resources, bottle them up, keep them for your children and your great grandchildren, right? You understand? And sell them expensive.
Yeah, man, very important, because we recently discussed on Stir It Up, actually, the resource curse. And we were talking about how Africa is so blessed, but sometimes the resources are seen as a curse because we don't really benefit.
No, at all.
You know, from our resources. And this has been the story from time and time again. You know, it's like, beginning of time. Yeah, so keeping the resources safe, as we have heard from Baba Maasai, very important. And, you know, back to Pan-Africanism, what can we do as Kenyans, do you think? You've been in Kenya a couple of times. Do you feel like it's a place where Africans can repatriate to easily? Because we've also been discussing repatriation and how Kenyans, especially our fans, CeaseNSekkle fans, have said they would welcome everybody who wants to repatriate with open arms. So what do you think we should do more of as Kenyans to welcome people from the diaspora who want to come back?
Yes, you know what? It's all good for everybody who want to come back, right? But you know, in Kenya, there are 50 million people here. Yeah.
Yes.
That's a lot of people.
Yes.
So please, come to Kenya, visit Kenya, right? And if you could contribute to Kenya's development and to help the people here, that'd be really nice. But there's so many places in Africa that need people.
Yes.
Right? Kenya don't need people. No. They need advice. They need help. Knowledge. Right? But people, they don't need. Right? But you could come and visit and spend your tourist dollars here and help the people here. Because the people here are beautiful people. Right? And I mean, some people can repatriate here, but this is not all for all Africans of African descent to come and flock into.
Yes, definitely.
You understand? Yeah. Because there's so many other places in Africa that are beautiful too. Yes, sir. Right? So I want you to know that. But Kenya, I love Kenya and Kenya people. God bless.
God bless. And speaking of our CeaseNSekkle fans, we have one fan whose name is Romanos Mwangi Regis. He asks, Pan-Africanism is possible, but we are even proud. Are we even proud of being African anymore when we all do is copy other cultures?
Wow. Are we proud of being African anymore? You see, that is what I'm talking about, right? Yes. We've been fed a lot of propaganda, a lot of bad things, right? Even right now in Africa, I'm coming here and hearing people named Jerry, and I hear people named John, I hear Peter. What is that? That is not cool. Right? You understand? Your African name is powerful. Use it. Right? It will show you a light, and that light will shine bright. You understand? Protect your name, protect Africa, protect the culture, and you will see what you have. Right? They're trying to take that away from you. Don't let it happen. All of my children, I'm from the Caribbean. Yes. All of my children have African names. Right? You understand? My oldest son is 39 years old. His name is Diallo Setu. And my second son is Ekundayo. And my third son is Maasai. And I have a fourth son, you know. Yes. His His name is Naiko. USI.
Come on, big up. That's a teaching also, especially for we Kenyans who believe like we have to use English names and English names are the way to go. You heard it yourself from Baba Maasai. He's named 4 of his sons African names. Are you giving your child an African name or not?